Hey guys, can you hear me? Well, there's one person in here. There's only one person in here so far. What's going on, Charles?
Can you hear me?
Uh-oh, echo. Hey, hey. So on the right, I have the Dow Jones. I just have a few charts up. Look, your most important support level right now that needs to hold. Pay attention to this. I'm going to make this a little larger. This is going to be a short stream, guys. I have a couple announcements I need to make. You can see this is currently your support on the C1 chart. I'll make these big so you can see it. Your next support below is going to be right here. But my thinking is that the Dow Jones is going to have a lot of downside. Starting yesterday, I told you that it'd be coming down. You can see we're still coming down now. On the C1 chart, if you push up, your resistance is now 40,130. Your current support needs to hold is 38,114. That does play along with the D1 chart, 38,063. Your next support levels below to watch, 36,339 to 36,641. Pretty on par. These are support levels for trend lines. This is the next major support level below on this chart. This is the F1 chart. As I told you before, this red ring, I said that we would be topped out at this ring. Had you shorted from this point. Currently, you are up almost 7% in your short. But the most important thing, guys, again, while some might say, hey, it might look bullish for Bitcoin, it's just a slight retrace, it might push back up. Again, I'm basing a lot of this on the fact that I think we passed a point of no return with the Dow Jones. And again, I'm specifically using the Dow Jones as my indicator on the direction the markets are going to go. And you can see from yesterday's live stream, I told you since we had broke this yellow trend line right here on the right, we got below this point. This is a key support level, guys. Very important support level that we broke. And it was the apex right here. We were below this ring. Let me find my here we go. Because we broke this and now we're below this orange ring, I think it's very possible we could be headed to at least test this ring here. And that is a drop of at least potentially, 3.5, maybe 4%, depending when you make contact. So I think the Dow has a lot of downside. And we're going to see how that plays out. I do have some announcements to make, by the way. So as I told you in the previous live stream, I'm going to be making, if you have access to the charts, it's called the Dow Jones Original. That is the one that's on the right there. So listen, a lot of you guys might not be in Discord all the time. Since I'm going to be creating all new charts after the stream, that's what I'll be doing. And because I'm going to be doing that, I'm going to be purging the Discord. So just to explain what this means, if you're a lifetime, or OG, you're fine. You won't get purged. If your name is in white, you will get kicked. You've done nothing wrong. It's just some people are still in Discord that are beyond their subscription. So every once in a while I have a purge to get those people out. You guys that are still currently subscribed, once I kick everyone that has a white name, all you have to do is go to the website, and then right there on the website on the charts page, the Discord invite link will be active, so you can just click that link and get right back in. Guys, it's no offense to anyone. This is just the only way I can keep people, in that are actually subscribed, and those that can't, their subscription is expired. They're not supposed to be there. Some people have been there for months and months. So I do that every once in a while. But again, everyone that is currently subscribed and you have access to the website, you go to the charts page, click on the Discord invite link, you get right back in. But I won't have that Discord invite link available until I kick everyone, and that might take about 15-20 minutes or so. So just be prepared for that. That's going to happen today. And then, like I said, I'm doing that because I'm creating all new charts. So you guys understand, everybody in Discord? And if you want to spread that information around, let people know. Again, I don't want people to think they got kicked because they did something wrong. It's just, this is something I do regularly. Some of y'all have experienced the purge before, I assume. The dreaded purge. All right, so much chart. Yeah, so if you're OG or if you're lifetime, I skip your name. I only kick the ones in white. And again, you'll be able to get instant access as soon as everyone's kicked. Then you just go right to the website, log in, click on the charts page. The Discord invite link will be there, but only after everyone's been kicked. Otherwise, I'll start kicking people. They'll come back in. I'll kick the same people. So once everyone has been kicked, so probably about 20-30 minute process. And then when you go to the website, you click refresh, you'll see the Discord invite link. I'll tell you what, if you are a member, I'll tell you what, if you are already a member of Discord and your subscription has expired, go ahead and sign up. The link. If you want to be able to get back in, I mean, I know some of you've been there and enjoying the Discord without being subscribed, which, you know, hey, if you can stay in, and, you know, some people take advantage of it. I do the same damn thing. But I would say this: if you are currently in, if you want to subscribe, this is the link, guys. If you are currently in Discord and you want to do lifetime, this is only for people that are in Discord. Shoot me an email and we'll work something out. Yeah, well, you know, we'll break down this Dow chart. I'm going to show you this Dow chart, why I'm so confident we have a lot more downside. And right there where I have the arrow, that's around 32,737. I think that's ultimately where we're headed. I'll show you why I believe that's the case. And if that breaks, where we're headed down below to catch a nice bounce, the next point too long. Yeah, and Bitcoin, you know, this is going to get interesting because, again, the Dow and the S&P and the NASDAQ all need to come down together. And it has to be a pretty substantial drop before you're going to see an impact with Bitcoin. But I promise you this, not financial advice, but whenever you see a significant drop with all of the markets, I'm sorry, Bitcoin is tied into Wall Street. Wall Street's tied into Bitcoin. So, you know, when the markets come down, Bitcoin comes down as well. I don't think we're going to go to 15K. I really don't. I think probably, honestly, I think that our previous all-time high in 2017 will be our next bottom. And that is going to be around 18,000 to 19,000 something. And I'll show you that chart as well. And I will show you the most bearish scenario. If things get really bad, the lowest point we go. And I'm going to show you if we do push up for a new all-time high, which I highly doubt that would happen. I'll give you that exact target. And guys, I'm good at giving exact targets. Again, if there's any issues about Discord or about your current subscription, just email me through the website, guys. The only way, like, I don't know people's names in here versus what you are in Discord or on Twitter. So the only way I can look you up is you have to email me, and then I will look up your account. So remember, if you're white, if your name is white in Discord and you're a lifetime member, then I need to update your name to make it gold. So if you're white in Discord, your name is white in if your name is white in Discord and your lifetime, make sure you email me so I can look up your account and change your name. But make sure you email me with your Discord name. Yeah, I think that they're trying to sucker some people in, but I think that red ring on the F1 chart pretty much nailed the fact that we're pretty much topped out. Yeah, you can send me a DM, but regardless, I need your email address to look up your account. So, you know, however you want to do it is fine. And if you want to contact me, again, just go to the contact page. I know, I didn't mean it to come across that way. Yeah, if you're white, you're going to get kicked. If you're not white, you can stay. So, you know, that's how it is in my Discord. No offense to all the whites out there. I'm probably going to get a strike on my channel. I just meant the color of your name. Gotta be careful what you say nowadays. So again, just give me a minute. I'm gonna leave the mic on. But I am going to go outside and enjoy my coffee for a minute. We'll cover some of these charts. I know it sounded bad. But yeah, I'm gonna go outside for a minute. But just watch these charts, guys. Just remember that this is a very key support level. 38,063, 38,114. This is going to be very strong resistance. You can clearly see that. There's a lot more resistance above than there's not that many support levels below for a very significant drop, but there's a lot of resistance above. Here you go, Steve. If your handle name is white color, yeah, Pablo, thank you. Yes, if your handle name in Discord is white, you'll get kicked, but you'll get back in. So is everyone selling and staying in crash? And by the way, guys, the reason I'm doing this purge is because I am going to be creating all new charts. And you know what? If I'm going to put the damn time into all of these charts over the next few days, you know, I'm going to create new Bitcoin charts. I'm going to update all the altcoin charts. I'm going to add some more charts. Update the stocks charts. So if I'm put all this work into it, you know, some people in Discord are there that should not be there. So that's the reason for the purge. And I'll make a tweet about it as well. But I'm excited, guys. I haven't really gone to Chartathon in a while, and I'm excited about learning some of these new coins. You're all talking about Harmony, Matic, Monero. Monero's been around for a while, but well, and that's the other thing, guys. When I do this, it'll probably be in a couple hours, maybe a few hours. So I might need some of my mods to help me out. Yeah, new charts, and you know, when I work on a chart, I don't stop until I'm completely 100% satisfied that it's as accurate as I can possibly get it. And expect some of those fun rings, guys, because that's part of the fun with these charts is those pivot rings. Well, your first target, if we break 38,114 on the C1 chart, is 36,336 to 36,641 on the D1 chart. That's pretty close. So again, all of those points you'll catch a bounce, but I think it's very possible that we're going to head down. So at the most, you drop down to support, you buy, you ride it up, you sell at resistance. I don't think this is coming down for a retrace and pushing back up to put a new all-time high. I think a lot of people think that. I think that's not going to happen. And again, the Dow Jones chart, when I go over that, it'll make a lot more sense. Yeah. If you're white, you're kicked, period. If you're any other color, you know, you can stay. You're safe in my Discord. All right, so I'll be right back, and we'll cover a few of these charts. I just wanted to get that out, guys, so you know that. And I did put a at everyone on Discord under optical art updates. Jeremy, you know what? That is the lowest point I think we could possibly ever go, and it is very simple. If you have a TradingView account, just go under indicators, type in moving average, pop in a moving average, change it to the 300, change it to the weekly, and that would be the lowest point we ever go. It's possible the 200 weekly is the lowest we ever go. Both of those moving averages have been respected. Well, Paul Factor, if you're white, you're going to get kicked. I'm sorry. I know you can't help the color of your skin, but I'm kidding. But yeah, I think that's the lowest point that it would ever go. I think that is the lowest point. But I do think it is more likely that around 18, 19,000 probably will be the bottom to push back up. Because that would be about, you know, an 86% drop or something like that from 65,000. So it could be that was the bear market, a really quick bear market. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Yeah, let me refresh my coffee. I'll show you why this is not clickbait, and maybe it'll make sense to you. I've been waiting for this day for a while. I've been calling this for a while. I called it I called it June 10th. I said the correction would start, and you can see it was June 11th. The weekend was after the 10th. That's when we broke this key support. So as far as I'm concerned, the markets are about to come down, and Bitcoin follows the markets. But yeah, I need to refresh my coffee, and we'll go through these charts. I'm going to go through some of the Bitcoin charts, show you, what support resistance to pay attention to. As yesterday, I'm going to tell you the most important support level that needs to hold. And we're going to cover the Dow Jones, which is the most important. All right. So again, and remember, guys, if you are in Discord and you're OG, that means you have a yellow name. And remember, if your lifetime and your name is still white, make sure you email me so I can look up your account and change your status so you don't get kicked. If you're OG, if you're yellow, remember upgrade to full lifetime. That is so disrespectful, Kitty. If you are OG and you're yellow, it is $75 to get full access. So contact me if you want to upgrade to gold. That's full access. But yes, after the stream, we get started on the charts. Let me break down this Dow Jones chart, guys. This is what I want to show you why I'm expecting downside and why we are coming down now. I've covered this chart previously. This was... So I'm trying to show you the power of these rings and why I'm expecting XR. Look, next stream, all the altcoin charts will be updated. We will cover that, all right? But take note, all right, let me give this cat some greenies. It's not going to shut up. You have me trained well, don't you? So this orange fib circle in the Dow Jones, just take note that when we pushed up, we got rejected at the orange ring. came down to the orange ring, pushed up to the orange ring, came down the orange ring, and we pushed up. When we pushed up, where did we push up to before we got rejected? Well, how about that? We pushed up to this orange ring right here and got rejected. We spent like 3 weeks here. This is where I said two things would happen. They would release a stimulus package and it would push up to the next orange ring, or they would not release a stimulus package and we would have a correction down to this orange ring, because that's what happens. You go from ring to ring to ring. So again, they released stimulus package. It was March 11th. And keep in mind, guys, I told you that the apex, now this is what's interesting. Pay attention to this. The apex was right at March 11th. And they passed the stimulus package on March 11th. Talks of the stimulus package, you know, I guess it was days before. But because they knew the stimulus package was coming out in the U.S., it pushed up. I said if it did, it pushed up to the orange ring. Look where we got topped out. At the orange ring right here. We went above it, below it, it was support, now it's resistance, we're coming down. So, since no stimulus package was released, it is too late, it is beyond the point of return. So, as far as I'm concerned, the Dow is headed to, and you say, well, how do you know we're headed down to 32,737? Well, if you'll notice, this blue ring has been respected. We hit it and we got rejected. We hit it, we got rejected. It was support, support. Came up here, got rejected here. It was support, resistance, support. So now we are below. So this is your first target right here to catch a bounce. If that breaks, as I showed you, you tend to go from ring to ring. So if we cannot stay, you know, I think we already, again, we broke a key support level here. 2 support levels. Now is resistance. So this is your first support. This is your next major support. So I think ultimately we are headed down to this point. That's why I'm saying a major correction could be underway right now. I'm trying to read what you guys are saying as well. But that's why I'm saying pay attention. Bitcoin will follow if the markets continue down. And as far as I'm concerned, and keep this in mind, I told you before, this was the apex. And then I said the next apex was going to be, I think I said June 10th. I mean, that is close to the apex. But notice right at this point, this is when we started coming down. The apex is actually right here, the 11th of June. That's when we got below this point. So that's what I'm saying. That's how accurate these charts are. Once you break this apex, we are already coming down. We broke key support. And again, if you've been following me, I told you each one of these, it would happen here. And, you know, we got a stimulus package, pushed it up. We got to the next orange ring. No stimulus, so down we come. And again, I think the other markets will follow suit. So that is the Dow. That is why I'm expecting some downside. And this chart is called the Dow Original. So let me go through some of these charts, guys. So look, if we break 38,000, look around 38,097 to 38,077. Look, your next key support to catch bounce, 36,339, 36,641. These are just trend lines the price has been respecting. Remember, they can push this up. You'd have to have a pretty significant drop. If you're waiting for Bitcoin to follow suit, remember, if the markets start dropping thousands of points, Bitcoin will come down with it. If you followed me the last 2 live streams, I told you that we were topped out at 41K. I said this ring right here, and the reason for this is because when we hit this red ring, rejected, 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 we came down. So I said, look, guys, we're hitting this red ring. We're about to hit it. So I said, if we push up, you know, I think we were about right here at the time. We were right here. I said if we push up, I said this ring will get rejected. That's why I said short 41K. And 41K was right here. We pushed up all the way to 41,260-ish, or right around that area. Maybe 41,270 on Coinbase. But you can see when we hit this red ring, we got rejected as expected. And we are still moving down this ring, all right? So even if we push up, your resistance right here is 39,423. I think we will continue down this ring. Once we break key support levels, we'll come down more. I'm reading some of your comments here. Yeah, I think you might mention that in Discord. Futures contracts expiring next week. Looks like they're dumping hard. Again, according to my chart, and again, guys, keep in mind, this is the same chart. Let me show you this chart, the published version of this chart. I just want to show you how accurate this chart has been. And why I'm putting so much weight and confidence in that chart, that I think we are due for one hell of a correction, and it is way overdue as well. So let me go, let's see, go to my profile here. I think it's page 8. All right, maybe it's not page 8. Hold on. Page 9. All right, so this is the chart that you're seeing right now on the left side. I mean, on the right side, the Dow Jones. Can you see this? I know that these are very ghosted. Can you see these blue lines right here where I got my cursor? These blue lines, they're very, very ghosted. They're like light blue ghosted lines. I'm not talking to you, kitty. Those are these orange rings right here. I just want to show you how this chart played out. Keep in mind, well, I'll hit play and show you. But this is what happened. You would hit one of these blue lines, these ghosted blue lines. You would cross. See this line right here? This is a support level we were respecting. So we came down, we hit my targets, and we pushed up. And notice where I was talking about right here, where we came up, and this is where we hit resistance, support on these rings. So if I hit play, you can see right here, that is this same area here. It was resistance, support, these light ghosted blue rings that are now orange. And then we pushed up, and this is the point I said by March 11th, if they didn't pass a stimulus package, we would drop down to this blue ring, which is now orange. Or if they did pass it, we push up to this blue ring. And you can see what happened. Now we're underneath this blue ring, just now crossing this major support level. That's why I'm saying your first major target is going to be this this blue ring. You will find support here temporarily. This is 32,986 and 31,676. But again, ultimately what happens is you go from ring to ring. So just wanted to show you how accurate that chart was. And close that out. So again, I do think there's downside. There's a lot more resistance. Let me load up one other chart, and guys, I'm going to give you this, just since I'm going to be busy charting, I'm not going to be keeping you updated with videos, but I do want to show you. I'm going to go ahead and just give this to you guys. I probably shouldn't, but what the hell. All right, let's see. We're going to load up a G1 chart. Now, this is important, guys. Write this down. I mean, if you want to access the charts and have them live, these charts are live. And if you do want to access the charts, let me give this link again. Because all new charts will be up, guys. That is what I'm going to be doing. So let me show you this G1 chart. This is the peak of the bull run 2.0 chart. This is the most important for macro targets. And I already have the price labels on here. I'm not going to hide them. I want to make sure you guys know what the hell's going on. So if we come down, all right, look, your first downside target, if we come down, we could be in, I don't know, let me put this on the 4 hour. Let's see if this will stay. Let's see what we're in here. If we do something like this, so we're at support right now. And this looks like our resistance here. So I guess it is possible, this looks like a rising wedge, right? So if we hold support here, you can see we bounce off of this line. This is right at 38,440. So look, if that breaks, your next support level to catch a bounce, for a fact will be this orange ring, because price has respected this orange ring very well. Look at this. Resistance, support, 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 support. It was resistance, right? And then it was also support and resistance. It was resistance, 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 resistance. Became support, support, resistance. So if we break this rising wedge, right, where's your next target catch a bounce? If we come straight down and sideways, 33,777. Trust the rings, guys. Trust the rings. This will be your first support. You might push back up, but your most key support level that needs to hold is right here. If we break 30,491, anywhere, this is pretty much horizontal. So watch, if we break around 30,600, we will be breaking a key support level that goes back to the beginning of Bitcoin. I'm not going to show you this again. I showed you this in the last live stream. If that breaks, guys, your next major, I got to put this on the daily. Sometimes when you adjust these, it screws it up since it was created on the daily. But you can see if we break, guys, if we break that support level right here, which is actually, if I change it, so this is right around, on the daily it's different when you change this to 4 hour to the daily, but around 31,700, right? That's actually on the daily is correct. This chart was created on the daily. If we break 31,800, guys, this is your next target, all right? And the great thing about this is, let's say that we just kind of move down this ring. Let's say we break down from this rising wedge. We'll cover the scenario if we push up. But if we break down from this rising wedge, right, we'll bounce off of this ring, probably push up a bit, bounce off this ring. If we break this, we might ride down this ring. At any point we break this ring, you probably get a straight drop. But 19,000, remember, that is our previous all-time high back here in 2017. That previous resistance will flip as support. That's why I'm saying the confluence for 19,000 is just screaming, hey, that is the point you buy in. That could be the bottom for this temporary, this bear market. I mean, we shot up so fast, so quick, and now we're correcting. We've corrected 50% so far, so let's measure that. We know that, let's see, let's go back. Let me show you this. I know there's a lot on this chart. I'm trying to see if I can make sense of it. Let's put this on line drawing here. So back here, this was 2013. How much did we correct? Let's look. From the top, we came down a total of 85%, right? 85%. Okay, so in this bear market, how much did we come down? We came down a total of about 84%, right? Okay, so if we come over here and we measure this, so we've already dropped 50% from, and remember, 65K was, I told you, was the top. I'll show you that chart as well. So if we drop 85%, well, that's 70%. If we drop 85%, that brings you to that ring. That is what I'm thinking is, if 19,000, I know you'll get a bounce here. If that breaks, guys, your target is going to be, that is a low target, but that is the next ring below. I need to load up the E1 chart. But I do think 19,000 is the next point. If we break this, 31,800, your next major support is going to be 19,000. That could hold and push up from there. But if you go by an 85% drop each bear market, it does look like a solar system. It's totally insane. I don't know how anybody could read this. But again, let me show you the E1 chart. But remember, 31,800 is key. If that breaks, guys, we are coming way down. Let me show you the E1 chart. This might make a little bit more sense. And we can measure that distance here. This is the E1 chart. And expect Fib circles for the, I'm going to be updating all of the altcoin charts. And I will give you, see, this right here is the chart, guys. Remember, I said whenever we made contact, let me turn off this Bollinger Band. When we make contact with this orange ring, don't know why that's there, bear with me. So I told you when we made contact with this ring, this would be where we got rejected. Now I told you back here, if we shot straight up from this point, 59,579 would have been the top. But price kind of did this and went sideways. When we finally made contact, it was 65,000. That's why we got rejected. So this is what I'm getting at. If you measure the bear market, right? Hold on. Let's measure this. So we dropped 50%. So if we drop 84%, this is only 66%. Let's see how far this has to come down. I haven't actually just done this before to see where. I'm just trying to see. If we drop 80, 84%. You know, you're looking at 10,000, and that is right on par. That is right on par with, look what this is right here. This is the 300-week moving average. If this comes out, look, if you pull this out, and this is our bear market, and we are going to come down that much. I'm just giving you possible scenarios, right? So if we come down 85% to 87%, that brings you down to this point. So this could be the lowest point we ever go, which is close to $10,000. I'm not saying that has to happen. I'm just telling you that that is a point to buy in. And you know this because, look, that's where we bottomed right here. And the 200-week moving average, which I don't think I have on here. Let's see. Let me put the 200-week moving average on here. Actually, let me just clear everything off this damn chart. All right, let's put on the 200-week moving average. All right, so you go to inputs, you go 200, you go weekly. I'll make this brighter so you can see it. So you can clearly see that we have been respecting this moving average going way back. Right here, it was support in 2015, right? Support right here. And then it was support, right? Perfect support right here, right? And then we did have some support, but we broke past it. So we bottomed on the 300 weekly. So again, what I'm trying to tell you is if things got really bad, you know, the first point you want to watch is around 14,000, right? Close to 14,000, wherever this ends up being, or potentially around 10,000. Again, all I'm showing you is if things got really bad, those are 2 points that you probably want to pay attention to buy in. Those could be the lowest points. That's the lowest point I see us possibly going. Since the beginning of Bitcoin, we respected the 200 weekly and the 300 weekly. That's it. That's all I'm pointing out. And yes, that is also what I'm saying. We don't have to come down that far. That is the purpose of the E1 chart, guys. That's because you know if this ring right here, all right, if this ring right here called the top, right, just like I showed you with the Dow Jones chart, when we would bounce between ring to ring to ring, well, if we pushed up and we got topped out at 65,000, and let's say we start coming down, right, we know that we have resistance at this red ring right here. So if you push up, you know you get rejected at 44,339. This ring has been a lot of resistance, and you can see this. Let me turn off the Bollinger Band. Right here, this red ring was resistance, support, support, support. Back here, this red ring was resistance, resistance, resistance. It was more resistance, 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 resistance. I'm just showing you why I have so much confidence that you'll get rejected. Resistance, support, support, crash. Back here, it was support, it became resistance. And it goes back further. It was also support right here. So what I'm saying is there is so much support and resistance on this red ring that if you push up, you know you will get rejected right here. So if you're bullish, I would not be bullish past 44,000. If we get above 44,000 to potentially 46,000, that's when I get bullish. Keep in mind, this is the 21-week moving average right here. This is also going to be resistance. This is right here at around 47,989. What I'm saying is you have so much resistance above and you have very few support levels below. So it makes more sense with the markets coming down that it's more likely that we are headed down. I know some of you guys wanted to push up. I know some of you might have lost some money and you want this to go higher. I will tell you this though, if I'm completely wrong and the markets turn around, I can tell you that you probably want to take your profit at 73,690. This is the same orange ring. And not only that, this blue ring is part of the same fib circle that we bottomed on. So you have this orange ring and you have this blue ring. So if we did push up, and I'm wrong guys, you know, you're looking at 73,000 before your next point to get rejected. But in my opinion, you know, I'm not bullish on Bitcoin until we get above at least 46,000. It seems more likely we're going to come down, we're going to test this orange ring, catch a bounce, But if we do go from ring to ring, guys, we got topped out at this ring, and we're moving down, you know, putting a little, this isn't really a higher high yet. I think ultimately we're probably headed down to this ring right here. And again, that first target is going to be around $22,000. And I think there's a gap around there as well. And again, if we start dropping, you know, load up the E1 chart and the B1 chart, or the G1 chart, because those are your macro targets. If we start pushing up, you know that this red ring will be a resistance. You know that the 21 week will be a resistance. And if you just want to swing trade, guys, well, that's the point of these charts. You know, A1, B1, C1, D1, F1. These are for smaller targets. I think that 18,000 and 19,000 will be our it could be our bottom, guys. We don't have to drop 84%. I'm just showing you every time we have a bear market, we drop around 84%, 85%, something like that. But again, the lowest point I see us going is 14,000 to 10,000 if things got really bad. And if we push up, you want to take your profit at 73,700. Doesn't mean we can't push higher than that. That's just a point you'll get rejected, because you can clearly see that happened right here. That's where we got rejected. That's that video I did about, you know, I don't know, a month ago, 2 months ago. I said when we make contact with this ring, we didn't even make it to this. Look, we didn't even make it to the top of, you know, we were in this pattern, right? Right here. It was resistance, support, resistance, support. We should have pushed up to 67,133. We didn't. I said we would get topped out right here at 65,000, because that's where this magical orange ring said we top out, and we did, and we came down. And I'm telling you that if we move down to our next ultimate target, it is this ring around 22,000. But again, those are just macro targets to pay attention to. You have so much strong resistance above. Even if we got a little pump, I would be ready for this to come right back down. Nobody knows for sure what's going to happen, but we do know for a fact. If you hit 44,543 or 44,343, you will get rejected. That is a point to put in a short, a perfect point to put in a short. We don't know at the 21 week. We do know that if we get above this 21 week, we're back in a bull run. That's super bullish. But if we get rejected, you know, we're in a bear market. And again, your first ultimate target is going to be this orange ring. And you can clearly, well, these are just curves now. I had to take some stuff off because you can see I have a curve. It ends right here. Well, we'll see. And again, I think a lot of it depends on what happens with the U.S. markets. And I just showed you why I think that we are due for a major correction. I mean, look at the Dow right here. It's coming down, guys. I'm telling you, your first target is right down here, 32,767. Did anybody short the Dow from my last live stream where I said that it's your lucky day if you wanted to short the Dow? Because we've already come down a total of, from yesterday's live stream, we're already down 1.63%. Rings are amazing tools if you know how to use them, and I do have tutorials. And guys, you did ask, and I will be doing this. So currently I have tutorials on how to create Bitcoin charts with my method. People requested, so when I create Matic for newer coins, I'm gonna record myself. I'm gonna narrate it, which sucks because typically when I'm creating charts, you know, I take my time, and I can, you know, if I screw up, I start over. So I might have to do that a few times, but I will record myself creating Matic. So you can see me creating an altcoin chart. I'll have that added to the tutorial section. And I'll record myself doing a one for stocks. So you can see my method for creating a new chart, which is a little more difficult because you have to go to the smaller time frame and build off of that. And then you can see how I create stocks for charts. It's the same method, just kind of a different technique. So at least you'll have all of that. Guys, I'm telling you, look at the Dow, understand why I said that was the point of no return, why we're headed down, and understand what's going on globally. We have evictions coming up in the U.S. This is going to cause all kinds of problems for so many people. A lot of people aren't going back to the workforce. for some reason there's shortages, there's global shortages, there's semiconductors, lumber's through the roof, there's a housing bubble that might collapse at some point. There's so much stuff going on, and I'm telling you, this right here was the key point. This was it. Either we held support and pushed up, got some kind of stimulus package, it did not happen. So guys, I believe this is headed down for your first support right here. And when this breaks, your next support is down here. I'm not a FUD machine, I'm a fact machine. I'm just dishing out the facts one after the other. A lot of people said when I said 65K was the top, they said it was FUD. It was a bunch of crap. It ended up being a fact. And you can see the Dow coming down, guys. Again, I told you, once you break this point, once you break this apex and we're below this point, this is when it comes down. This is when the correction begins. And Bitcoin's just going sideways right now. But watch. You see the Dow start dropping another 1,000 points, you're going to start to see Bitcoin follow suit. Yeah, that's right. I mean, people think it's going to be instant. Like if the Dow's dropping 100 points, Bitcoin should follow. That's not how it works. When people start panicking and start seeing how low this can go, that's when they start jumping out of Bitcoin, covering losses or whatever they're doing. Or big businesses, big corporations are invested heavily in Bitcoin. They're like, okay, time to get out, because Bitcoin is a very risky asset. While the Dow and the S&P and the Nasdaq pushing up, Bitcoin's just skyrocketing. But at the same time, when the markets come down, Bitcoin comes down twice as hard because they want to jump out of those risky assets. And that is what happened during COVID. I'm telling you, the Dow came down, 33%, and Bitcoin came down, 68%? So that's what I'm saying. Just using previous data by the Dow Jones, at least how much the Dow comes down, Bitcoin will come down at least twice as much. And again, I will have AMC and GameStop up, and I'm going to update current charts. I might delete some of the current stock charts. Some of you guys probably don't use, so I'm going to be doing a lot of updating on the website. But my priority now, since the Bitcoin charts are already pretty much on point and accurate, I'm going to start with the altcoins, and then when I finish those, I will create some new Bitcoin charts, see if I can find some more fib circles that we can play. Because it has been a while since I've created new Bitcoin charts. I don't believe Bitcoin will always fall with stocks. Market in reverse is likely. Again, maybe you're correct, but previous data shows when the market's correct, Bitcoin corrects as well. I don't know why that would be any different. Maybe you're right. Maybe you should be able to play the contrarian, but I'm going on previous data that shows me when the market's correct, Bitcoin corrects harder. Well, that's awesome, House of Adalis. I'm hoping to give you some charts that you'll be able to play and get some more pinpoint accurate targets to the upside and the downside. But again, look at the Dow Jones coming down. I mean, I told you yesterday that we were headed down, and we're coming down. I don't know. I don't know how many people. I don't watch other people doing stocks, but I predicted that since the last pump. I said that if back here, I told you, I said at this point, if it pushed up, the next point to watch is right here on this date, around June 10th, June 11th. And that is the day it played out when we're coming down. That's how accurate these charts are. And my goal, my goal is I'm going to start with the charts in order. Hold on. Hey guys, I got a phone call. I'll be right back, all right? So listen, guys. I don't mind creating a lot of extra charts. It gives me more work. I'm going to try to create these charts so they're good for months and months. So listen, if you go to my Twitter page, I have it pinned. If you happen to, if you see no requests for quant or whatever the hell it's called, obviously you're not going to get that chart made. But if there's another chart you want, if a lot of people have requested Harmony and that's something you're interested in, then make a tweet about Harmony. Right now, I think Matic is the first, Monero is second, I think Harmony is third or close to it. So go look at the tweets, and if you have one that you want, other people have requested, make sure you put that chart there. If I only have one chart request for quant, it's not going to get made. I can't make every chart you guys want. I don't mind creating the charts, but it's going to be the most requested charts. And obviously I'll be updating all the charts on the current website. That's what I'll be doing. And that's why I'm doing the purge in Discord. Because, hey, people that are there, if they're paying to be there, then they get access to the charts and the information. But yeah, Bitcoin is pretty much, look, we're respecting this moving average. You can see we got a perfect rejection right here, So if we push up, watch 39,401, respecting this moving average right here. I don't know what the hell this is. Let's see. This is the, let's see. This is a ribbon, so, but it seems like we're respecting that. But yeah, you're going to get little pumps. But look, when we break 38,097, you're headed to 36,336 or 36,641. And again, the Dow is going to come down and push up a bit, and it's going to come down and push up a bit. That's when you get contracts. The longer it goes sideways, they expire, and they lose value. That's something that thing sucks about options. But again, I do think ultimately we are headed down with the Dow. The Dow broke two key support levels. To me, that is bearish for the Dow. I don't know what the Nasdaq and the S&P are. Are the Nasdaq and the S&P down as well, or is it just the Dow right now? It's just so wild. The last pivot, or the last apex was March 11th, where I said we potentially have a crash. They passed the stimulus package. The next apex I gave you that we broke, just so happened the Fed, came out talking about they were going to raise interest rates. I think 2023 had to do a little live thing. It's just crazy how it worked out so perfectly with that chart. Just the Dow? All right. Well, the Dow is my indicator of a potential impending correction. So yeah, again, just go and look at that tweet. Look for the ones that are most requested, and if you want that chart, there's been 3 requests for one chart, and you want that chart, just add another request for it, and that chart will be next. All right. Well, I'm expecting that they'll all start correcting pretty soon. And again, if you are OG, if you're OG, you got in for $20 for lifetime back in the day, you don't have access to tutorials or stocks. For $75, you can get full upgrade. So you get full access to everything, and then you go from yellow to gold. You have to be subscribed to get access to my Twitter. You have to email me through the contact page. But if you are OG and you want to upgrade for $75 to get full lifetime access for everything, make sure you contact me through the contact page. If you are currently a member in Discord, I'll go ahead and give you an option for lifetime if you want. So send me an email, and I will deduct what you owe currently on your current plan from the lifetime. But that's only for people in Discord. That is not for new subscribers. You will have to subscribe through the website. If you do want to contact me through the contact page, this is the direct link. Right here. And guys, I'm excited about getting these charts up. I really am. If you want to contact me, this is where you can contact me. My email address is there. If you just want to sign up, this is the subscribe link right here. And guys, remember, if you do the $39 a month, that gives you access to Bitcoins, altcoins, precious metals, Discord, and Twitter. If you do the stocks, that's only stocks, all right? Only stocks. I will give you access to Twitter and Discord if you do stocks, and tutorials are separate as well. I just played around with them and I thought they were interesting and I wanted to see what I could find, and I found some really cool stuff with them. It was just me playing around outside of the box. Fib circles, I watched some tutorials on fib circles. You go swing high to swing low. I thought, well, you can find some stuff, but I found out if you use them a different way, you can find more confluence. And that's how we found the top of 65K. And that's why I'm telling you that if we continue down, it looks like 23K is the next orange ring down. And again, I just showed you this on this Dow Jones chart. This is a prime example of how fib circles can actually look. I mean, look right here. We pushed up and got rejected right here at this orange ring. We found support on this red ring. It was resistance and support. We pushed up. We found support on this orange ring. Rejected the orange ring. Came down to the next orange ring. Pushed up to the next orange ring. Came down to the orange ring. So I'm telling you, if we're headed down, your target is right here. This is the ultimate target we're headed for with the Dow. 30,941. Your first stop along the way will be right here. Potentially 32,748. Yeah, I think it's due, guys. I think this is the correction. This is the start of the correction. It might take a while to come down, but I think we are headed down. Yeah, I can't give you any information on the chart until I create it. Look, all I'm going to do is create the charts like I do every other chart. I'm going to give you some fib circles. I'm going to give you support and resistance levels. So you know if you want to short or long, you'll have those targets, or potentially when there's going to be a move. Well, thank you, Bud Stein. Well, I'm glad it helps you find your way. And again, I'm just telling you, there's a lot of resistance. I mean, there's a resistance above, and so they're so close to each other. It just seems likely with the market's about to correct, in my opinion. With so much resistance above, it seems like we're headed down. And so far, this ring has been on point. So pay attention, all right? If we do get above, look, you have double resistance right here. Write this number down. If you don't have access to the charts, write this number down. Not only do you have this ring, right? This ring that has been resistance right here. You also have this resistance level right here. So that's double resistance, all right? So if you get above 39,500, get bullish for a little bit more upside. If we do this, hey, yeah, we're probably headed a little higher. But until we get above this point, as far as I'm concerned, we're going to continue to move down this ring. And that is the F1 chart. But I will be updating, the first priority is altcoins, because a lot of those altcoin charts are out of date, so I will be updating those, and I'll do them in order that they're on the website. So the very first one there, I think, is Bitcoin Cash, and then BNB, so I'll be updating those. I'm going to knock out each one, and then probably I will add those new stock charts that someone requested. Then I will probably create a few new Bitcoin charts. I'll add some fib channel charts to some of these, so you can have some smaller targets to play. Like, these are key support levels on the D1 chart. If you pushed up, you get rejected at 44,900. If you drop, you know that 30,000 is going to be support. These are key support levels. These are larger targets for drops. You can see that we're holding perfect support right now on this line here at 38,000. What I'll do is I'll go in. I will have these major support and resistance levels. I will have them outlined in white, so those are the most important ones. And then I'll add smaller fib channels so you can play the smaller bounces. So that is my goal for the Bitcoin charts, and I'll create some new charts to find those pivot rings, and then update the stock charts as well. Some I might remove, and there will be some new ones as well. So again, I have my work cut out for me. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, I think a lot of people are just, they either want to be bullish or it's good for their channel to be bullish. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe a well comes in and buys, but everything I see is showing me that we have some downside, guys. And do keep in mind, this was accurate so far. I said when we did push above this ring, but immediately came down. We came down a total of 7.69%. And that was 2 streams back. I said short 41K. Bam, down we came. But do pay attention to 39,482. If you get above that, guys, it's possible we could have a little bit more upside. But do not forget, we have a lot of resistance above. The E1 chart, the G1 chart, those are macro targets, and your current resistance above. So I'm sure I have a few emails I need to check. Remember, if you're OG, you want to upgrade to full access. It's $75 only for OGs. If you are currently in Discord and you want to do full lifetime, I will deduct whatever you currently have on your current plan. So it's $2.99. So if you have 1 week left, I'll knock off $40. So if you want to email me to do that, and I'll go ahead and make you gold so you don't get kicked. And remember, guys, in Discord, if you're white, if your name is white, again, as soon as everyone is kicked, I will have the Discord invite link on the website. So you can just go to the website, click on the charts page, the Discord invite link's there, you just click it, you get right back in, like you never left. Yeah, and again, I think that's what's happening. They're pushing it up, people are getting bullish, people are getting long, and then it's going to come down. My last crash analysis was using the Dow Jones alone. I did have a chart that showed Bitcoin was about to crash. They coincided perfectly. That's when I realized how correlated the two were. So I'm using the Dow Jones to predict this crash. It worked last time, and I think it's going to work this time. Damp it! So I think I've pretty much covered it. Remember, if we get above 39,500, get bullish for some more upside. Otherwise, that is double resistance. You got the red ring here, and you got this resistance line we've been respecting. That's a lot of resistance. As long as we're below this point, more downside, all right? You get above that, get a little bit more bullish. And remember, if we break 31,500-ish around that area, we are coming down much, much lower. Yeah, it is correlated, but more bigger moves. But keep in mind, this is what would happen. So let's say we started having a major correction with the markets, right? So the DXY might be going sideways, might be going up, might be going down. Remember, if everything starts dropping, if gold starts dropping, if the Dow, the Nasdaq, the S&P start dropping, they're going to be jumping into the dollar, the US dollar. That's going to be their hedge. That's when the dollar starts pushing up. And Bitcoin is a hedge against the US dollar. So if the dollar is pushing up, that's going to drive the price of Bitcoin down even more. Not to mention, people that, Wall Street, if they're invested in Bitcoin and things are dropping, they're going to jump out because they're looking at the same thing I saw. Last time everything came down, Bitcoin came down twice as hard. So we'll see how this plays out, but it looks like the Dow is ready to come down a lot more. Yeah, so if you're yellow in Discord, like if you paid $20 for lifetime access back in the day, you should be yellow in Discord. If you want to get access to tutorials and stocks, I'll do that upgrade for $75. And if you're currently in Discord and you want to get lifetime, just shoot me an email. I will deduct what you owe on your current subscription from that lifetime. But this is not lifetime for new users. This is just for people in Discord. But today, expect the purge. The purge will happen today. I will let you know when it begins, and then once everybody is kicked, that is not lifetime, then once everybody's out, I will have that Discord invite link on the website so you guys can instantly get back in. Matic is first on the list. Trust me, Matic is the first one. You guys want Matic? Matic will be done. I think Monero is second. If you do a few more tweets for Harmony, I think Harmony will be third. So just go through, look at the tweet. It's pinned in the first tweet. That is the chart requests. And again, I'm going to write down each chart and how many people requested that chart. But do me a favor, if you do make a request, try to put in, some people might want different exchanges. So try to put in the information also if you want it to be, for Coinbase, or if you want it for, I would stay away from Binance, Bybit or, Bitstamp, whatever exchange you want it to be on. And it's probably going to be USD because I do all my pairs with USD. And again, that's something I want to update as well. I created a NASDAQ chart and I created an S&P chart, but I think when I created the NASDAQ, I used the wrong friggin' exchange. I think it's too late for the bailout. I think it's too late, guys. I think they had their chance. They waited too long, and I think that's it. We're coming down. But again, this stream was just to let you know that I think we have some downside for the stock market and just give you some key support resistance levels to pay attention to for Bitcoin. Again, if you do get access to these charts, all of these price labels are updated. All of the Bitcoin charts are always updated because I'm playing Bitcoin on a daily basis. But my goal now is to knock out all the altcoin charts, Bitcoin Cash, Link, Dogecoin, a few other charts are just useless right now, so I've got to work on those. And do expect to have some more smaller targets to play on some of these charts that we already know are accurate, like the D1, the F1 chart, and so on. I'll add some more fib channel lines to those. And guys, I'm Lord of the Rings, so expect a lot of rings. Yeah, Ethereum chart is still on point, but I'm going to recreate that chart or adjust that chart. Every single chart will be updated and accurate. I will have the Bollinger Bands on them. I will have your moving averages on them. The MACD, the RSI, and when I create a chart, guys, I don't have that chart up until I know it's perfect. So again, I might spend 1 hour on one chart, 3 hours on another chart, but that's what I'm going to be working on. I'm only doing this stream to let you guys know that's what I'm going to be doing and let you know that it looks like the market's ready to come down. And remember, Bitcoin is correlated with the U.S. markets. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and kill this stream and get to work. And again, if you do want to sign up, guys, this is the link. If you have any questions, feel free to send me an email through the contact page on the website. And look forward to getting these charts up, guys, and making some money with you. There are so many pages, links on Discord. Those notifications are annoying. They come up even if I choose the option. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's a setting you can turn on and off. Yeah, no prob, Callium. Thank you. So guys, expect a purge soon. After the purge, chart. That's the plan. And I'll keep you guys updated on Twitter. Remember, my Twitter is private. You have to be subscribed to get access to Twitter. So if you are subscribed, shoot me an email. I will look up, see if you have an account, verify it, and then send you the Discord invite link, which you'll get kicked out, but you'll get right back in and give you instructions to follow me on Twitter. All right, guys. Yeah, live long and prosper. All right, I'm going to kill this stream and get to work, guys. And I have a few emails to check. Trade safe, trade smart, don't